Hulk smash! Welcome back to the Marvel Movie Marathon, day 4, and today we're here with the Incredible Hulk. Now this is a strange movie. This movie is basically the black sheep of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. A lot of people forget about it because it never got a sequel. It was just a one and done. And unfortunately, I'm pretty sure Marvel wanted this to be a franchise. This was a reboot of the character because he got a film in 2003 which sucked balls. it was bad, just very bad. So my only expectation was I wanted it to be better than that movie, of course, and I had no idea it was part of this universe. I didn't know it was going to be connected to Iron Man. The story is basically you got Bruce Banner. He's a scientist. He was infused with gamma radiation, causing him to turn into a big green rage monster. And now he wants to cure himself, but his ex-girlfriend's father is on his ass because he's the general of the military and he wants to use the Hulk as a weapon. That's basically it for the story. It's not very deep. I personally think this movie felt like an indie movie inside of a big blockbuster superhero film. It's so weird because the acting is pretty on point, and I love the quiet scenes between Bruce and Betty Ross. I feel like they have real chemistry together. You can see it in their eyes that they used to be in a relationship, but now they can't be together because of these tragic circumstances. And of course, her father is a giant psychopath. But I liked the quieter moments. The action scenes, not so much. But I will give props to the Hulk's introduction. They keep him in the shadows, and you're seeing things like being thrown from off screen, and you see the fear in the soldiers. They're like, what the hell is that thing? And then you finally see the Hulk, and it's pretty freaking ugly. Yeah, the Hulk is not a good looking dude. He has like a bowl cut, and the shade of green they use is just really just gross. I was never a fan of this character because all he does is like smash, and then Bruce Banner, like all of his stories revolve around him trying to get rid of the Hulk instead of using it for something positive, something good. So I was never crazy about the Hulk. My uncle is, and I wish I could appreciate him more, but in this movie, that's all he does. He just smashes things. And that's what fans want to see, and if that's what they want to see, they get a good dose of it in this movie, especially the fight in Harlem where he uses these cars as boxing gloves, which is pretty dope because he used to do that in the video game. That game was sick. And once it gets to that big abomination fight at the end in Harlem, it's just two CGI messages going at it, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you. Once the movie gets to New York, it kind of loses its charm. Also, what I found surprising, it takes itself very seriously. Like, this could be a drama if you just edit out all the action scenes or, replace the music and stuff like that. And in that regard, I enjoy it as a drama, but since I can't really get into the main hero, this movie kind of just doesn't do it for me. Luckily, we get better Hulk action down the line, but I can see why this didn't get a sequel. Which is crazy because they set up the villain for it. Dr. Samuel Stearns, he gets knocked out, and you see Banner's blood go inside his cut, and he's turning into the leader. But they never ever talk about that again. It's just ignored. If they do a sequel, I'd love to see Betty come back. I think her and Bruce had some great chemistry, and I like that when characters don't feel like they're forced into a relationship, because that happens a lot in movies. I want to see it naturally. I want to believe that they actually care about each other. But then the bad guy, he's just a soldier who wants to get strong and beat up the Hulk. That's basically it. And Thunderbolt Ross, he does a lot of crazy things in this movie that contradict them later on. You'll see when we get to Civil War. But he puts a lot of innocent souls in danger. Remember that for Civil War. It's a lot of people in danger. And when the Abomination becomes the Abomination, he's killing civilians left and right. It's insane to see this much carnage because we don't really show that anymore. But yeah, he's like hitting them, throwing cars on them. It's bananas. If you didn't know this was part of a bigger universe, you'd be forgiven because there's a lot of subtle world building. Blonsky, who's the Abomination, he gets his powers from a really botched sample of Steve Rogers' super soldier serum. Really bad sample. That's why he turns into that thing, along with Banner's blood. And also, I think they use Stark Tech to fight the Hulk at the college. You don't see Nick Fury in this movie, who's been a constant in the past 3 movies, but you do see S.H.I.E.L.D. help out General Ross when they need to find Banner, and that's how they find out he's going to New York because they intercept his email. So that was cool. I didn't notice that. Like, I watched this 4 times and I never noticed that S.H.I.E.L.D. was the one that helped them. So that was pretty cool. But the main thing that ties this universe together is the cameo at the end, which I guess was spoiled for me. Tony Stark comes up to Ross and tells him, "We're putting a team together." Why is he doing that? Well, allegedly, in the original script for the Avengers, the team was supposed to assemble and take down the Hulk. That was going to be the opening scene to that movie. Of course, it didn't happen. A lot of changes were made, but it's still cool to see freaking Iron Man show up in a Hulk movie. Like in 2008, that was like mind-blowing. It was like a geekgasm in the theater. This movie is a strange case. Again, we're going to get a different actor playing Bruce, but it doesn't change the fact that I like his character. It's very tragic. He can't even have sex, for crying out loud. Like, come on. You're not angry, dude. You're horny. There's a difference between angry and horny. Let the man have some fun. So, tomorrow, we return to Malibu with Iron Man 2, the first sequel in this marathon. Thank you for watching, and please, woosah, woosah. Keep your anger together. Thank you for watching.